Choo choo, all aboard the Moldovan Express, heading to Turin with Zdub. Choo choo, all aboard, and here we go. Hey, oh, here we go, rock and roll, la la la. Hi here, Finns here. I'm back for another one of my jury reviews, giving my verdicts for all 40 entries for this year's Eurovision 2022. I'm continuing off now with the country of Moldova, and their artist is Zdub with the Advahov Brothers, and the song called Trenuleţul, or however you pronounce it. It's all down there, because I can't be bothered to pronounce it right. Anyway, they are representing Moldova this year with a very folksy number. Of course, they are doing what Moldovans do best, do something very fun, crazy on stage, a little bit zany, a little bit wacky. And they are no strangers at Eurovision. Zdob. They have been the first ever Moldovan entry back in 2005 when the country debuted, and got 6th in 2005, and then they came back in 2011 and finished 12th, and now they're back for a third time. And you know what, I'm not too mad about that. I don't mind. They've decided to come back for a third time. Valentina Moneta did it 4 times. Why not? If you want to compete, why not? You know, Moldova's a small country. Why not? Why not? You put the effort in. You know, I think it's quite nice. You know, it's very rare we see artists for a third time at Eurovision. I always like to see returning artists at Eurovision. So yeah, Zdub. And they are a big name in Moldova, obviously being the first ever Moldovan entrance ever. So, yeah, and they've been so iconic at Eurovision. You know, you remember them. You obviously remember them in 2005, being the drum. The grandma bring the drum, and then So Lucky had the big cones on their head with the girl on the unicycle moment. So they are very rememberable at Eurovision. But will they be remembered by this song? It's a tough one for me to swallow. Basically, this song is very folksy. It's about going a train journey from Moldova to Romania, I presume. And it's very folksy. Hey ho, let's go for a journey, rock and roll. You know, I have to say, I respect them for doing something different. I respect them for not sending something boring, let's say. I respect them for taking a risk. However, this is struggling on me, and I don't feel as excited as some other people have felt. Like, wow, this is amazing, is it? I mean, okay, look, my issue is the verses. I don't know why, but I feel like this song comes across a bit shouty in the verses, like maybe a bit too much. I don't, because see their other entrants, you know, I don't know, maybe it's this kind of folksy sound this year. I don't know, something about the verses into the chorus don't mix well for me. I think Hey Ho, Let's Go kind of heard this all before. I think compared to some of their other entries, I think they, at 2005, they managed to mix the sounds quite well, I think. And So Lucky was like so out there, like, even though it wasn't that great of a song, it was so rememberable. And 2011 was a bit of a weak year, but it was like they were quite bringing kind of a novelty act to Eurovision, I guess, that year. But let's stop comparing, you know, to other entries. I don't know how I feel about the song. I know other people said, it's amazing, it's wow, it's this. For me, out of all the entries, this is their weakest effort, Eurovision. I mean, however, I applaud them for taking a risk, You know, I applaud them for sending a song in Romanian and having this folky kind of sound. It reminds me of like Moldova 2009, which I actually quite like. That hi horror in the Moldova here. Do 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 do. It gives me that kind of vibes. So yeah. I mean, I applaud that. For me, I don't know, but this song, there's something about it that comes across a bit too shouty in the vocal. Slightly puts me off, unfortunately. And I feel like the song feels longer than 3 minutes, and I wish they kind of would have done a better revamp of the song. I know they did kind of revamp it, I heard it in the pre-parties. Maybe they could have done a bit more with this, but yeah. It for me personally, it's just not my cup of tea, sadly. Prediction time. How well will this do at Eurovision? Well, Moldova will be competing in the first semi-final. In the first half, yes, they will perform in the number 9 spot in the first semi-final. They'll perform after the Netherlands and just before Portugal. So they're in a nice mix of like before and after, quite low tempo, quite, I mean, not too calm, but kind of, I mean, Moldova's going to go wow. So will this qualify? Will this make the final? I don't know. I have it as a borderline. Yeah. It's getting... I'm not as confident. People have said this will sail through, this is certain to go through. I'm not one of those people that will say it will certainly go through. I think it's got a chance, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I mean, So Lucky made the final, and I think this is on the similar path as that. I mean, that was So Lucky to be in the final. That came 10th in the semi, with like a point, squeezing in with a point, something like that. Then it came 12th in the grand final, which was really odd. But anyway, yeah, I think Moldova's competition is Latvia, I would say. That's this other competition kind of that. I think they'll both go through the televote, or will go through the jury, and I think it just depends on which one gets through. I think if it qualifies, it'll be 9th or 10th, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But if it fails, it'll become like 11th or 12th. It's going to be near that borderline, because I feel like the juries are going to drag it down, but the public is going to lift it up. So it'll get near that borderline. I don't know. I think it depends on staging. Moldova can go all out there with their staging. Zdub can go out with all their staging. I think we have to wait and see for the staging next week to see what happens. But yeah, I wouldn't rule them out though. Even though I'm not personally a fan of this song per se, I wouldn't rule them out though. That's the thing. I wouldn't rule them out. People like this song. I work with quite a few Romanian people that live in the UK that work with me, and they actually played this song at work one time in the kitchen, because I work in a restaurant, and they played this song, and like everyone was going, "What is this song? What is this weird folksy song?" And yeah, everybody was going like, "Yeah, hey ho, let's go." So the power to the people, power to the people. Finally, my score out of 10 for this song. I personally I don't listen to the song, and personally it's just not my cup of tea. I'm gonna just be a bit mean and give it a 4.5. I know, but this is my personal taste. I don't care about the song. I just don't care about the song that much. I just think that vocal tone for me in this particular song of theirs is just not my style to go for, and I don't know, going on a train journey, what this song is all about really. What is the meaning of the song? Maybe staging will make it clear, who knows. In any case, what do you think? Is this Moldovan Express heading to the final, or are we crashing and burning and it's a full stop at the semi-finals? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to this video, and I'll be back for more content very soon. So then, hey ho, let's go for a journey, rock and roll. Have a day in Bucharest, now Bucharest. Goodbye, people, goodbye.